Peace and Black Power, family. Good Garvey Day to you all. Live from Hotlanta, Georgia. I am here. Beautiful sunny day. No rain today. Not that rain is a negative thing. I want to thank all the brothers and sisters in the city of Atlanta. I want to thank deeply all the brothers and sisters here in the city of Atlanta and across the state of Georgia who have been reaching out to me ever since I dropped the video last evening live from the Yoga Skills Comedic Yoga Studio last night. I have gotten nothing but phone calls, text messages, emails, inboxes, brothers and sisters telling me, Doc, we didn't know, but we are on deck. We will be stopping into the book signing today. We will be posted around the corner. I will be in my car watching. I see anything strange, I'm putting the team in action. I mean, literally hundreds of communications overnight from Black Atlanta. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Thank you, brothers and sisters. That's the way we need to come together. That's the way we need to support one another. That's the way we need to stand by those who stand for us. That's the way we need to stand by those who stand for us. So, brothers and sisters, I wanted to let y'all know the book signing is going on. We are pushing forward. Nothing will sabotage, delay, or distract from today's event. On this very day, November the 19th of 2010, I came to Atlanta, Georgia for the first time ever to speak. And I'll never forget the event. It was well attended, jam-packed. My first time speaking in the city of Atlanta. That was today, November the 19th, 10 years ago. And I'm here on this beautiful sunny day in Scorpio season, which happens to be my rising sign. My sun sign is Leo, but Scorpio is my rising. I have a Libra moon and a Virgo cusp. So I will be out there today signing books. Brothers and sisters, come on through. As I shared with you last night, 3 of the 4 double pane windows were vandalized at the Comedic Yoga Studio sometime between the night before last and the morning before last. And so we have to raise money. It is my responsibility. I brought this energy to the peaceful sister and her peaceful business. And until a culprit has been caught, charged, and condemned for what they did, attacking a Black woman-owned business, it is my responsibility as a Black man to right the wrong. So I will be paying for the repairs in full. If any of you would like to donate to the repairs, you can send your donation to $DrUmarJohnson, which is my cash app, $DrUmarJohnson, or you can send your donation to paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist. That is paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or $DrUmarJohnson on PayPal. There's no period after doctor. There's no period after doctor on my website. There's no period after doctor on my email. There's no period after doctor on my cash app. And I will put your donations, okay, with the total amount that it will cost, and that will be sent to the Queen to repair the windows. Whatever that total is will come directly from today's book sales, minus whatever contribution any of you would like to make. So if it costs $5,000 to repair the windows, if you guys gave me $1,000, I'll be paying $4,000. You will offset whatever that total is. So brothers and sisters, today is a very, very positive day for me. It's a reflective day. Looking at the 10 years I've been coming to Atlanta, all of the sold out lectures, I mean, back to back. Atlanta is just one of those cities where if I'm coming, I know it's going to be sold out. That's how it has been. I almost bought a school here in Atlanta, and I'm just glad I made it my point to be here. We picked up the books. We do have the books. The books will be there. 250 of them. My Atlanta faithful are nearly 1,000 strong. We have 250 books. My Atlanta faithful are nearly 1,000 strong. So please come on out. It doesn't cost anything to get in. Since it's such a beautiful day, I might even sign books outside. I might even sign books outside in the sun. Okay, so just come on out, brothers and sisters. Give me a hug, give me a handshake, bring me some lunch, bring me some drink, bring me some shea butter, bring me your t-shirt. Come tell me about what you're working on. Come tell me about how you need Dr. Umar to support you. Tell me how much, you support the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. But this is all about you guys, all about you guys, all about you guys today. Take a picture. I'm taking pictures with all the queens, taking pictures with all my strong alpha male brothers who've been rocking with Dr. Umar from the beginning. Of course, we still pushing forward with the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. I do want you to hit that Cash App as well, $FDMG School, $FDMG School, $FDMG School, all right? Or on your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. And of course, you can mail your donations in. We're still looking for an HVAC. We're still looking for a black HVAC. We are in need of a black HVAC. We also need a black carpentry HVAC. And I need to hire a painter to finish the job on the school. The job was not done as it was contracted to be done. So I now have to bring in someone else to finish the paint job on the school. We want to paint the railings white. We want to go back over the black stripe. And of course, we have to finish covering the old yellow paint with the new Nat Turner gold paint. Today, for just a few minutes, because I need to get ready, I want to talk a little bit about Pan-Africanism, because that is what I live for. That is what I struggle for. That is what I die for. Pan-Africanism is the black man's oldest, formal, structured political philosophy. There is no political philosophy on this planet in modern history that is older than Pan-Africanism, which is a brief naming for revolutionary Pan-African nationalism, of which Garveyism is the highest stage. Garveyism is the highest stage of revolutionary Pan-African nationalism. I would also argue that there's no other philosophy that has more accomplished black leaders. There is no other philosophy that has more accomplished black inventors. There is no other philosophy that has more accomplished political statesmen. When we talk about Pan-Africanism, we're talking about the leader of the largest black organization in modern history, the most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. When we talk about Pan-Africanism, we're talking about the first black man to lead post-colonial Africa to independence. We're talking about Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. When we talk about Pan-Africanism, we're talking about the first black minister to give a speech to the United States Congress. That would be the Reverend Henry Highland Garnett. When we talk about Pan-Africanism, we're talking about the first black man to build an intellectual society for black males during slavery. And that would be the Reverend Alexander Crummell. When we talk about Pan-Africanism, we are talking about one of the greatest scholars, statesmen, political leaders, and educators of all time, Dr. Edward Wilmot Blyden. When we're talking about Pan-Africanism, we're talking about the first black man to say God was black. The first black man to say God was black was a Pan-Africanist by the name of Bishop Henry McNeil Turner, who is buried right here in Atlanta. Whose gravesite I hope to visit before I leave this city. When we talk about Pan-Africanism, we are talking about Martin Delany, who was an inventor, one of the first black men to be nominated by a major party to run as its vice president. We're talking about the first uniformed officer in the Civil War. So there's no philosophy. There is no philosophy who has a pantheon of all-time greats that have helped out African people globally more than the Pan-Africanists. There's no other philosophy that has the names with the fame and the claim and the accomplishments of the revolutionary Pan-African nationalists. And of course, you include in that the greatest black school psychologist of all time. You include in that the #1 orator of his race in the world. You include in that the top Pan-Africanist of modern times, and that would be the Prince of Pan-Africanism. We could talk about Dedan Kimathi. We could talk about Patrice Lumumba. We could talk about Thomas Sankara. We could talk about Robert Sobukwe. And by the way, Alexander Crummell was the first black to get a degree, I believe, from what is the main university in London, England? Of the top university in London, the white university. Well, the first black person to get a degree from that university was a Pan-Africanist. When you deal with Pan-Africanism, you ain't just dealing with philosophy. You dealing with science. You dealing with education. You dealing with diplomacy, statesmanship. When you deal with Pan-Africanism, you even go to the Haitian Revolution, and they birthed the first independent black republic in the Western world, Jean-Jacques Dessalines. Early proto-Pan-Africanist. But the principle of Pan-Africanism today, brothers and sisters, is the principle of unity. We need to be unified. We need to be unified. And as you can see, based on what happened here in Atlanta night before last with the vandalism of our sister's yoga studio, we have a lot of coons amongst us. We have a lot of negative people amongst us. We must purge. Black America must purge. Thank you, Sister Chocolate Divinity. I believe it was Oxford. Thank you, Sister Chocolate Divinity. I believe it was Oxford, where Alexander Crummell became the first black person to graduate with a degree. Pan-Africanist. I've sat by too long. I've been too quiet. I thought they would come to their senses. That's why I've never sought any type of legal recourse or any other recourse. I thought sooner or later this would stop. It hasn't. It's only gotten worse, to the point now that they've went from sabotaging my events, sabotaging and harassing the people who host me, to now they want to inflict physical damage, vandalism, and destruction of property against businesses who support Dr.UMAR. This has gotten out of hand. It's way past YouTube. I think it's fun and games that people's businesses get harassed. I think it's fun and games. Y'all call people to go and investigate people's businesses and put negative reviews up on people's businesses, trying to slander their name for supporting me, as if somebody puts you in charge of what's best for Black America when you're not even black your damn self. Okay. Okay. Well, I heard you. Because there's a lot of fun and games that's taking place at the expense of people's livelihood. There's a lot of fun and games on YouTube taking place at the expense of people's life, their safety, their business, their income. This ain't funny. You messing with people's lives now. You messing with people's lives now. It's not funny at all. I'm tired of the damn videos, but I'm tired of all this now. Y'all went too far. You called the IRS on me. You called the governor on me. You called the Department of Education on me. You sent numerous letters on me. You got my GoFundMe shut down. You've done all sorts of things to sabotage us. You tried to sabotage the cleanup day. Try to sabotage the electrical repairs. You try to sabotage everything you can. That didn't work, so now you just want to start destroying black businesses who allow me to come in. You went too far. I know who I'm talking to. Okay? There's about 12 different Dr.UMAR hate groups out there. There's about 12 different Dr.UMAR hate groups out there. 5 of them are primary. 5 of them are primary. Y'all all know who they are. 5 of them are primary. This ends now. Making a living off my name, feeding your family off my name, it ends now. Y'all had that sister's business attacked, and even if you didn't give the order, you created the negative atmosphere. Going past the business, taking pictures of the business, showing up in front of the business, videoing yourself in front of the business. For what? For what? Bringing all that negative attention to that sister's business to the point where one of your retarded ass followers decided to go and harm the business. If you didn't give the order, because I don't put it past none of you. If you didn't give the order, because I don't put it past none of you. If you didn't give the order, you at least created the negative atmosphere, hostility, and the negative energy that gave rise to the vandalism against that business. That's why people need to be responsible with their content, their conduct, and their conversation. That's why people need to be responsible with their content, their conduct, and their conversation. All that negative energy y'all put around these book signings. Negative videos every day, a negative video, a negative this. Slandering businesses, false reports against businesses, false online ratings of businesses, email harassment, phone call harassment, and now this happens. You damn right y'all guilty. You damn right y'all guilty. You damn right y'all guilty. Y'all did this directly or indirectly. Y'all caused this. A peaceful yoga studio, and this is what y'all do. Because you mad. You jealous. You didn't raise the money for the school. You didn't write the book. You don't get the invitations on every continent. Shout out to Nigeria. PLO Lumumba's economic conference was pushed back to March. Shout out to Nigeria. PLO Lumumba's economic conference in Nigeria in Abuja has been pushed back to March. I will be there. Nigeria, I will be there. West Africa, all of Africa, stand up. Brothers and sisters, we need unity, but in order to have unity, you have to get rid of the disunifiers. Brothers and sisters, we need unity, but in order to get unity, you have to get rid of the disunifiers. I have never been in a group. I have never been in an organization. I have never been part of any activity where there was not at least one disunifier. And guess what? Not only do you have the disunifier there, whose job is to keep black people disunited, other people who recognize who the disunifier are do not expose that person. Did y'all hear what I just said? There's always a disunifier amongst those seeking unification. Every black organization, every black church, every black frat, every black institution has an agent of disunity. Everyone has an agent of disunity. The problem is not the agent of disunity. They're not the problem. You know what the problem is? All the people who watch the agent of disunity operate and do nothing about it. All the people who hear the agent of disunity, watch them. You watch the person destroying the movement and you don't say anything about it. And do you know why you don't say nothing about it? Why do we keep quiet when there's a disunifier amongst us? Why do we keep quiet when there's a disunifier amongst us? Why do we keep quiet? I'll tell you why. The reason black people keep quiet when there's a disunifier in their group is because we love to see bullshit. We love to see black people in pain. We love to see black people suffer. We love to see black initiatives brought down and undermined. It's part of the psychological residuals of slavery. It's part of the post-traumatic slavery disease. We love to see black people suffer. It is ingrained, conditioned in you by 4 centuries of servitude. We love this. We love it. So we don't even want to be in an organization if it doesn't have a disunifier. If the organization doesn't have a disunifier, we don't want to be a part of it. We need drama. Black people will join activities just to promote drama, just to see drama. That's why those of us who are serious about African liberation, those who are serious about the Pan-African program, we have to purge. You have to be unapologetic enough to call people out who are not there for the right reasons. You have to be unapologetic enough to call people out who are not there for the right reasons. Because we have a whole section of Black America who is dedicated to negativity. That's all they want to see. That's all they want to hear. That's all they want to be a part of. You have not been psychologically liberated. You have not been psychologically liberated. You have not been psychologically liberated until your thirst and your hunger for Black drama and negativity has disappeared. Do not consider yourself conscious. Do not consider yourself woke. Do not consider yourself to be psychologically liberated until your thirst and hunger for black failure and negativity has dissipated. Until you have extirpated every ounce of the European ghost that lives within your soul, until you have removed completely all vestiges of the European ghost that lives within you, do not consider yourself free. You have to take back your psychological freedom. You have to take back your psychological freedom. You have to take back your psychological freedom. You have to say, I'm not going to laugh at that. I'm not going to smile at that. I'm not going to support that. I'm not going to give that my energy, because even though I don't like him, that is not productive. Even though I don't like her, that is not productive. Out of the European imposter living inside of you, you have a European taking up space in your mind. That European looks like you, thinks like you, acts like you, but it is not you. It is the ghost of your oppressor. And that ghost of your oppressor that is living in your psyche is making decisions for you without your knowledge. That ghost of the oppressor who is living in your psyche is making decisions about you without your knowledge. Bury the cracker that lives in your soul. You can't serve two masters. You cannot serve two masters, brothers and sisters. You will serve the Caucasian in you, or you will serve the God in you. You will serve the devil in you, or you will serve the God in you. Which one is it going to be? It's going down today, Atlanta. We calling all our brothers and sisters from across Georgia to come on out and partake in Dr. Johnson's 10-year anniversary book release signing. Dr. Johnson's 10-year anniversary book release signing. It's going down Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, 1536 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard. The Yoga Skills Comedic Yoga Studio. Today, 10-year anniversary, November the 19th, 2020, 2 o'clock until 8 o'clock. Come and get your book, $50 a piece, cash, credit card, or Cash App. Come and get your book today, Black Georgia. Come on up, Augusta. Come on up, Savannah. Brothers and sisters around Georgia, come on up. I got some calls. We got some Florida people driving up today to greet the Prince. We got some South Carolina people driving down today to greet the Prince. It's going to be a positive day. It's going to be a good day today. But brothers and sisters, we have to unite. In order to unite, we have to purge. We have to purge the negativity, and we have to purge the disunifiers amongst us. They need to be purged and shut down. This is the Prince of Pan-Africanism signing out. I will see you in a few hours. Atlanta, Georgia, 10-year anniversary. Let's get it. Peace and black.